Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry for the leave of absence. Didn't have money for it. I'm back. I'm so glad to be back. Today we're going to be going on Omegle for our New Year's Eve special. Omegle is where you talk to strangers with common interests you. We're going to fill my common interest blank with politics and see what kind of people we can come up with and see if we can win these arguments, or let's see if we can be overpowered and lose these arguments. So we're going to jump in. I already talked to that dude. There's one dude. There's one dude I will not be talking to, and that's because as soon as he seen me, he started calling me some words, and I don't want to get demonetized. So as soon as we see him, we are skipping him. Hello. Hello.
No, not me.
Hello.
Do you like Biden?
No, I do not.
Well, same. What Trump?
Same here.
Hey, I don't like any of them.
Oh, that's fair though. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
They're ruining everything. I hate politicians so much.
Well, most politicians are corrupt. That's why Trump's not a politician.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a businessman. That's why he knows what's going on. That's why he knows what's going on with this economy, and that's why he's pushing a $2,000 stimulus check, because he knows it's going to boost our economy and get us out of this debt. And not out of the debt, but it's going to get us more out of the debt. And the $600 one is not going to do as much when you can add $1,400 more to that and get a better economy rate.
Yeah, exactly. I relate to this. I feel like all of the business is going out of business.
Yeah.
Little restaurants that can't exist anymore. Those people need their stimulus.
Yep, that's why Trump is pushing for $2,000, because he is a businessman. He knows what money can do and how much people love money. So that's why he's pushing that. But if McConnell won't let it pass, then McConnell won't let it pass.
Yeah. Hopefully he finds a way to pass it.
Hopefully he comes to his senses, and like Trump will never get credit, and that's my opinion, because nobody likes him because he's a racist and he's a fascist. But I'm glad we did not have a heated, necessarily, discussion, and we disagreed on political views. So that's good.
Yeah. Happy New Year's Eve, by the way.
Happy New Year's Eve and stay safe.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you mean by kick your dough off.
Hello. Hello.
Sam?
Hello, man.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm pretty good, but man, are you fucking 12?
No, I'm 14.
Oh shit, that saves the fucking day, nice. Did you know that you have to be 18 to be on this website? Because
only if it's the restricted section. 13 is what you have to be on this part.
Right.
I'm very authoritarian, and I make sure I'm following the rules.
Yeah, you know your rules. That's really nice. So,
Happy New Year.
I'm already living in 2021.
Are you Ukrainian? You from how it's coming out? It kind of sounds like it.
No, I'm from Northern Europe.
You sound like it really heavily through. Doesn't he sound like it heavily? Yeah.
I'm not even Slavic. No.
Oh, okay. I was like, it sounds exactly like it. I thought you were doing an accent for a second.
I'm extremely based. That might play a role, but I'm not from Eastern Europe. I'm.
Didn't it sound like it? Hello. How are you? Good. Yes. Yep. Trump 2024. Oh, okay. Finish talking. Hello. Yeah. Trump.
Why?
Because I'm not just support Trump, but I support all of the conservative side because I believe his beliefs, their beliefs, and his policies on what to do with our economy and what he's put into help our climate. And not our climate, our environment.
Yes, I do understand those points, but he was also quite homophobic and racist. Do you have like
Where will you answer me one time he was racist, one time he was homophobic?
Okay, so
Yeah, you see that? You see that? You see that? You seen 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 that? All of you seen that? She got liberal destroyed. Well, destroyed by a conservative, but it was just I destroyed a liberal. How are you guys? Good.
Fuck off. Keep fucking shit up. Pardon my French, I'm sorry.
No, you're alright.
How's it going, bud? Where you at?
New York City.
What?
Yep.
How's it going? Are you shut down? What's going on there?
I mean, I hate I hate Cuomo, so that's how life's going. I mean, Cuomo's in charge of everything that happens, so I mean, if that puts it in perspective.
That's probably... Well, do you think he was wrong?
I mean, no, I think we should have done some lockdown procedures, but I mean, every other state was doing just fine. Like Ohio didn't shut down like New York did, and they're doing just fine.
Well, like, I can tell you, we live in Kansas City.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sorry about that. So I can tell you that, like, not locking down has really fucked up, like, the Midwest.
Yeah.
I mean, like, states that are extremely spread out, like South Dakota and North Dakota, have some of the worst outbreaks.
Yeah, I've read that.
And it's really weird that Cuomo hasn't been able to quell the outbreaks with shutdowns.
Yeah.
It's weird because, like, that's what is to be expected, right? So, as much as you may hate it,
Yeah.
it's probably for the best.
Yeah, because like, you've heard of the Black Plague, right?
Yeah.
Well, they believe.
Wait, pause. I wasn't alive for it. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, and even if I did, I've learned not to ask a woman about their age.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, well, they believe the Black Plague was died off because of lockdowns.
Yeah. So apparently, there was actually some kind of lung flu that was during the Revolutionary War, and George Washington actually limited people to leave who were leaving Boston.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you should look it up. But they also put people in quarantine, essentially. So it's actually a very American thing to do. George Washington did it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he also smoked weed, so I mean, that's another another American thing we all do.
and he was a moonshiner.
Yeah, and he was a moonshiner, so 2 in 1.
Boom, boom. So this is you're like a my rights, my America kid, right?
Oh yeah, gun loving Republican.
Can I tell you that I'm a gun-loving Democrat?
Yeah, we all have our own opinions, and I'm fine with that.
Well, I'm a Midwest Democrat, right?
Okay, yeah.
We're like a different breed. We're not like Pelosi breed. We're like a different breed. And yeah.
You might take offense to this, but are you a snowflake breed?
I don't actually know what that is.
Because like, I believe LA people that support Democrats are more like offended towards everything. But I feel like if you're more out west, you wouldn't normally tend to be.
What's really funny is I tend to think Republicans are the most snowflakey people.
And I can see that too.
Yeah.
Like you can see both ways.
Doesn't hate trans people? Oh no, we've got. They're so snowflakey.
Yeah, everything will always have some snowflakes.
Yes.
They're like my mom always says. It doesn't necessarily pertain to this, but there's your side, their side, and the truth. It's always.
Oh my God, this kid is so smart. He said there's your side, my side, then the truth. And so we're in the middle, right?
Yeah, and like I said in one of my podcasts, you can think of that as like a political analogy, because the one side of the road can be your liberal or conservatives, and the other side of the road is your belief, whether it's liberal or conservative. In the middle is like the middle ground riders that don't know where they are.
Well, I would say it's less people don't know who they are, people who like have resigned to the truth, right? So there's like people on the left who are angry about something, people on the right who are mad about something, and people in the middle are like, what the hell are you guys arguing about?
Yeah.
And that's basically, I think that's where Midwest liberals are.
Okay.
Like, is we're generally just like, what are y'all talking about? Can't we just look at like statistics and
Exactly,
numbers?
and the facts instead of keep our opinions out of this. This is strictly facts, no more opinions.
So I will tell you, that's why. So I grew up as a conservative.
Okay. I grew up as liberal.
Okay, so I moved to more of a Democrat side because I'm a fiscal conservative, and I saw spending by the Conservative Party here in the Midwest as more of putting band-aids on issues.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. And I saw liberal spending as systematic spending, right? So
Okay, yeah.
if I wanted to lower the cost of a business's spending, would I try to beat my vendors over the head to get the cost lowered, or would I look into different logistics to change the way that happened?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair reasoning.
And so that's what I'm thinking. So I see. So like we have a education issue in this country.
Yeah, and we're all torn on what to do with it.
But we also have an issue with getting educated people from outside this country to lead high-powered corporations, right?
Yeah.
So what if the solvent to that problem was educating our young people?
That's something we gotta meet at a crossroads with.
So I feel like the smart money is not taxing those corporations for hiring outside help. I think the actual solvent to that problem is educating our people better.
Yeah, I've never actually thought of it like that, but yeah.
And so investing in education, making education potentially free for everyone, and making it a more competitive market so the smartest kids get into schools and those smart kids stay in America to get the highest paying jobs. I think that's a better investment than putting children into massive amounts of debt and hiring people from India to do their jobs.
That kind of sounds like what J.B. Du Bois said of the 10% rule. Have you heard of that? It was back in the Civil Rights Movement. Booker T. Washington. No, yeah, it was Booker T. Washington. He believed that 10% of people should be the ones that are the face of the nation and should go to the higher schools and create the highest jobs and make United States look good, and then focus on training everybody else from then.
Wow.
14.
Sorry, 14-year-old.
It was either Booker T. Washington or J.B. Du Bois or something like that. Yeah, Du Bois, yeah, something like that.
Yes, perfect. I love it. No, but I'm sort of thinking about conservatism in a different way, and that's why I just decided to vote more Democrat.
Yeah, and before I was kind of neoconservative too, so.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
Are you glad that you're able to see both sides now?
Very. Because there are things that I can agree on with the left side, and there's sometimes I can agree with the right, but I still lean more right, so I'm not necessarily a middle roader, but I'm still definitely sticking with my right side.
That's okay. And I think, too, so I think conversations like this are generally how we come to a consensus, right?
Yeah, that's what I said to the last person. Every time I get done having one of these, I always make sure I tell them I'm glad we could have a civil discussion without screaming at each other.
Oh, darn it. You're like a better adult.
I wish I could vote.
Well, you will just not vote for conservatives because they don't actually want to do nothing. It sucks.
Most of them, yeah.
You know that they don't want to do nothing. You know they don't.
Yeah. Like I'd like to be, say I'd 18, but then 18, that's when responsibilities start happening, and that's 4 years away.
I have to pay for my own apartment. You know what
Well, it looks pretty nice. I can see outside the window.
that's just one window. There are a whole bunch of windows.
Yeah,
I've been doing alright for myself, kiddo.
that's good. Yep, gotta do what you gotta do. Survival of the fittest.
Hey man, you seem like a very bright young person.
Thank you.
I am now. You'll look for it pretty soon.
Yep.
You probably will. You have a good night, y'all.
You too. Stay safe. Have a good next year.
Absolutely, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.